Hey everybody, this is My Collectibles. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having an awesome day today. This should be a fun one coming up soon right here. We're going to have Jermaine Rogers join us in just a few minutes and go over some of his amazing stuff that he has coming out, the physical stuff. We're going to talk about all sorts of things today as well. On top of that, we got the comic book drop that came out today, which was a nice comic, you guys. I'll show you how I did on it, which one I got for sure. And of course, the comics that we've had the last couple of days. We have got the Marvel Mighties coming up soon as well this weekend with the whole Venom announcement. It is going to be nuts. I have my drop head NFT rewards today as well. My comic book rewards are going out. There's some really nice ones there, as well as another, 25,000 OMI is going to go out for my drop head members right here. So this is going to be lots of fun as well. And I'm going to have some stuff for you in the chat. So stick around, you guys. It's going to be kind of fun to have a little couple of giveaways for you in regards to those, get you into the programs. And I do actually have a special announcement for my drop heads, my NFTs. I have a reveal that I'm going to do today, towards the end, which is my next secret drop, which is, I have some of the artwork to show you guys today. So it's going to be a ton of fun. And you guys in the chat, make sure you throw up questions, whatever you want to ask and stuff like that. As soon as Jermaine gets here, it's going to be pretty cool to talk to him. We were looking at the stuff that he's got coming up, and it's choices right here. Now, you know that this is on the app right here. Let me just blow this up a little bit bigger for you. These collectibles are coming out. We're going to ask them all about it, and about they go basically in an hour from now at 12 p.m. is when they go live on his site. And you can see all of these different collectibles that are on Vivi right here. There's the gold one down there. You can see there's Protector right there. That's the one that I own. Night Watch, Assassin, Hunter, Lucky. So there's a whole meaning behind each one of those. Very cool. They're going to be live on his site, in about an hour from now. And, you can actually see if you go to Twitter right here, Vivi reposted it. Pair that digital. So it's on sale today at noon at JermaineRogers.com, which is actually here. This is his website right here. And there's a whole thing about Jermaine. I mean, if you don't know who he is, it's absolute legend. So it's going to be an honor to have him on here for sure. He's an artist and a designer who first achieved wide notoriety in the field of modern rock art, also known as gig poster art. So if you've seen these amazing posters he's designed, for famous bands, here's a little thing right here. So I'm in the west coast of Canada. And so down on in Seattle, they have this big music sort of museum building called the Experience Music Project. And it's an amazing building. It's got all sorts of crazy stuff in there, all about music. And they have a whole section with rock posters. And I went there years ago. And I remember going through those because I'm a good friend of mine, a huge music fan. And I went there years ago and I saw their display. And I know I saw some of his posters there, but I didn't know it at the time. So this is kind of a surreal moment for me right here. But let's bring the man on himself. I can't even believe he's here. This is so awesome right here. Jermaine, how are you doing?
Hey, man, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good. It's so cool that you're here. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. MC1 Sanjay. He's in the chat today. He helped kind of hook this up, and he sent me a message about hooking you. So that's super cool. Big shout out to him. But how are you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to spend some time with you. Thanks for inviting me to come on to speak with your gang.
Yeah, this is awesome. I really appreciate you coming out, man. This is so cool for me right here. I mean, you got your Fidgetals coming out today. Well, not Fidgetals, but you had the physical versions of them coming out today. If you don't mind, and by the way, my name is Aaron, so I know I'm My Collectibles.
But yeah, it's My Collectibles.
Yeah, so good to meet the man himself. I mean, right here, I was going through your bio, and I know a lot about you already, and I saw your posters. I was saying just before you got here in Seattle, and they're also at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? Some of your gig posters.
Yeah, I did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame had a big kind of celebration of modern rock, the history of modern rock poster art back in 2005.
Yeah.
And so they invited a handful of us out there, and shortly afterwards, they asked for requested a collection for their
man.
collection. So yeah, it's cool. You know, they rotate things in from time to time. So every now and then I'll get an email from someone that was like, you know, I saw a Foo Fighters poster in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you know, and I'm like, yeah, they rotate them in and out, you know.
And so I'm going to ask you all about that because, man, that is just amazing. I mean, how that must feel, and also the work you've done for sure. I wanted to bring up right here, though, the your actual release that's coming up. And guys, this is really cool that you're coming on here. And this is amazing that you're doing this as well. Vivi just tweeted this out. So do you want to talk about this really quickly for a second? I know it's coming out in about an hour from now on your website, right? So maybe just give everybody kind of a heads up about what's going on, because this is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, the figures choices, obviously, the choices figure, I first did choices back in 2013.
Right.
And it was based off of a drawing that I did. Obviously, the bunnies are these sort of iconic characters that I've been playing with for many years. And so, among the rock and roll poster community, they've seen them all over. Like a lot of, they've been on Deftones posters and Foo Fighters posters and AFI posters and Primus posters. And they also, though, have their own mythology that I sort of control separately. So they're to themselves, their own entity.
Yeah.
So when we did the figures back in 2013, it was great. And when I signed on with Vivi and we were thinking what was going to be the first series, I think everybody sort of said, we've got to do the Choices Bunnies. And so we came up with 5 all new colorways that didn't exist. They only existed for Vivi.
Yeah.
And then after a while, a lot of people wanted those physical manifestations of those colorways. And so it took a little while. COVID set everybody back a minute, even though the figures dropped after COVID, the factories, just the whole, the factories in China where a lot of the things get made and all that stuff sort of has taken a while to get back to normal. So, So, but we finally got them out. So we've got all 5 figures, all 5 colorways.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like there's an assassin right here, And
there he is.
So yeah, the final 8-inch figures. There's only 250 of each one, and so we're going to have it. We did release a preview amount. Just a small preview amount at DCon at the end of last year at DesignerCon.
Right. So I got my shirt.
Right on. Exactly.
Yeah. It's got the Vivi logo at the bottom too. So that was a must have. I haven't even worn it, by the way. I can't wear it. It's too beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know many people that have actually worn the shirt.
It just sits there like right on the other side of my computer. I have it kind of sitting there with my other Vivi type shirts and artist shirts, and I can't even put it on. But anyway, go on. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it's we that's 250 of each figures. Some of them are gone via DCon.
Yeah.
So there's a limited amount left. We're going to have when the things go on sale here in a little less than an hour. Obviously, you'll be able to buy 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you could buy all 5. We'll have a special set.
Nice. Okay.
A limited amount where you can buy all 5 for a slight discount. So if you were into wanting to get the entire Fluffle, we call it the Fluffle set. People say, people are like, what is a Fluffle? And like a Fluffle it's a scientific name for a group of bunnies.
Oh, there you go. Is that true? That's true, though.
That's true. Yeah,
that actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So if you want to get the entire set, then that's great. You'll be able to. The figures are $80 each, but if you get the entire set, you can get the entire set for $375. So
nice. So you get a bit of a set discount in a way.
Yeah, and then and they're limited edition. So like once they're gone, for those in the Vivi community that may be kind of new to the actual physical vinyl toy, thing, which is what initially brought David Yu into dealing with guys like me and Frank and Ron, is because he was really into for years the vinyl toy thing.
Right. Yeah,
So,
totally.
so
I'm
yeah,
gonna ask you about that too, about how that happened. But yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, he's really into the. I mean, we know just by seeing his background when he comes on vids, and he's going to be on the interview tonight, which is really cool too.
Sweet.
And as well, right? Like not on this channel, but he's going to be out there, so we'll see what he's got behind him. But I mean,
Right.
hopefully, do you know if does he have a couple of your pieces? He should, right? He's got to
Oh,
have a couple. Yeah, yeah, he's going to have them back there.
before VV ever happened, I mean, I would see him. He at like San Diego Comic Cons and stuff. He'd come into the booth and
Yeah.
he'd take one of everything.
Oh, that is awesome. Just as a fan, right?
What's that?
Just as a fan of your work.
Yeah, just a fan.
Yeah.
And he was just and everybody we kind of knew. So when he first approached some of us regarding Vivi,
Yeah.
we kind of like we like, yeah, don't I know you? And he's like, oh yeah, and then we like, oh, and then I found out like he was even very tight with the people at Strangeco. So a lot of my old Strangeco figures. Strangeco was a designer vinyl company that was known for putting out really cool art toys in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And he would get every Strangeco figure that I did. And
No way.
so yeah, major collector. That guy is has the sickness.
We all do. Oh my god. So, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna ask you about that too. So this collection, Ray. So how big are these right here?
These figures are all 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
So they're really attractive. I really put a lot of time, and this is a night watch. I really put a lot of time into when I first designed the sculpt years ago to making these really attractive in the sense of inhabiting whatever space they were in. So you can put them on the top of a desk.
Yeah.
You can put them like in just a playroom or something, and it looks like just some sort of weird thing. Or you could put it in a glass case, which a lot of the collectors do. You put it in a glass case, and it sort of adapts to its element. And the whole idea of the Choices figure is of a being, a bunny or a person or whatever that is that's faced with a decision.
Right.
And he has the tools in hand to carry out the decision. And it's just about, what is he going to do? Like, is he going to be the open hand or the closed fist?
Right.
And so, yeah. And then plus they just kind of look cool. Bunny holding the knife. That looks cool.
They do look awesome. I know that there's a story behind each one of these, like you just described there. Are you cool with like kind of just letting us know about that, about like what the Protector one means, and just generally? I know there's descriptions on the VV site, right? Like about it. So
yeah, I mean the Protector. Yeah. I mean the Protector is just basically that. He's a Protector. He realizes, he looks at the Fluffle as his family, and he's very tribal in his thinking.
Yeah.
Family first, and so he is ready to do what he needs to do to protect the family.
Right.
The Night Watch could almost be the Protector on the graveyard shift.
Yeah. Okay.
The Night Watch is he's in the night. His eyes are focused. He's attentive. He's aware. He realizes that threats can come from anywhere, and so he's just on guard. The Assassin flipped. So
yeah.
Now we're not dealing with defensive anymore. Now it's offensive, and the Assassin is got the bloodstained knife, and
I love it.
the black eyes. There's no there's no compassion in his eyes.
Yeah.
There's no feeling. He does what he must do, and or what she must do. These little bunnies are sexless, so they adapt to you. Whatever you are, they sort of kind of conform to what you feel.
Yeah.
Then meanwhile, you've got the Hunter, and the Hunter is exactly that. He's in the weeds, he's in the mud, and he is on the hunt. I had a friend of mine, an artist, some may be familiar with. named Drew Struzan. We used to exchange emails. Drew Struzan is the guy that did all of the movie posters for like the Star Wars movies.
No way.
Yeah, he's that guy that Lucas used for the old stuff and for the prequels. He did all the prequels, Phantom Menace.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He mentioned to me in an email one time, he said, the life of the artist is the life of the lonely hunter.
Yeah.
And so it's true. That's the hunter. The hunter is like, if he brings the tribe back food, nobody praises him because that's what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And if he doesn't, it's all his fault.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
And then Lucky is just Lucky. Lucky is a good luck charm, Lucky. Yeah. I know when we released Lucky was the secret figure that
secret rare. Yeah.
Secret rare. We released the choices, the first 4 we released, I believe, on a Friday afternoon, a Friday morning. And then Friday morning where I was in Texas at the time, I think it was like 10 a.m. And then Sunday morning, with very little notice, we dropped Lucky.
Right.
So Lucky is just that. He's good luck charm, health and wealth and all of that stuff. Lucky can help you out.
That's awesome. Yeah. So these were like in, I believe, July 2021, right?
Yeah.
That's great. See, that's actually before I joined the app. I joined the app in October 2021. So these were on the app before I even got to the app. So these have been like these are like OG like type collectibles. This is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're like when it comes to like the art stuff, like I mean, not the Marvel and the Star Wars and the stuff, but when it comes to just the artist stuff, I think Ron, Simone, and with Tokidoki, and Ron and Frank Kozik and myself were the first kind of 4 artist properties or whatever that were working with VV. So yeah, I mean it's 2021. It's you could call it OG. I'd like that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So that's funny. So I wanted to ask you, so this is happening at 12 noon today, like in about 40 minutes. It's going to go live on your site. We'll just talk about that really quickly. Here's your site right here, JermaineRogers.com. Is it going to be in the buy section over here?
Yeah, you click buy. Yeah, and you'll see in that latest releases when at 11 o'clock. At noon Pacific. Yeah, you'll just see the 5 options pop up. Well, the 6 options. You'll see options for each one by themselves, and then you'll see a full set option.
A full set option right here in the latest releases. So you guys can get that link. I put it in the description of the video, but it's also actually here. Vivi tweeted it out to your site, and then also on your page. And by the way, your page is awesome because I was scrolling through it, and then down below here, you've got that's an ad, but you've got there's Eagle right there. You scroll down here. Hold on a second on your. Let me just go to your page right here. That was comments under your photo, but there's all of them. But then look, there's each one right there, right? So
right.
High res photos, those look awesome. So, and what's the little card back here? Does that kind of like give descriptions and stuff, or
that card back
in a box, like a little package?
It's actually a box.
Oh, yeah. Let me blow this up for you. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at the box.
So here's the box. I'll show you all sides. That's the top of the box.
Nice.
And then you've got, so we'll know which one this is. So this is a Lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then got this picture on the back.
Nice.
And then all the vital information, and the little all the vital information. This collector's item only. Don't give it to your children. Don't give it to your kids. Don't let them put it in their mouth. All that kind of thing.
All that stuff.
And then like here you see the quote, "You are the first gentle breeze of the coming storm." Think.
Nice.
So yeah, and that's
beautiful packaging right there. I'm a big packaging guy. Like I just, I don't know. I almost wouldn't want to open it, but you got to open it. Is it need to be cut to be opened? Is there or can you? Well, Funkos have they can just be opened, or does it have like a little sticker thing?
it's got like a little sticker
Okay,
thing
cool.
here that you can
Yeah.
slice. But I've got one that's open, so
Yeah.
it opens from the top, and you pull. So if they come in these blisters.
Oh, that looks great.
So yeah, this is the Hunter.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
And
Oh,
then,
nice.
and that good vinyl smell.
A nice, like a nice heavy weight to them in a way. Like not heavy, but you know what I mean. Nice
Yeah,
solid.
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
substantial. That rotocasted vinyl,
Nice.
so they are pretty. I'd say just right. They're not ultra heavy, but they're not flimsy by any means.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
right on.
Oh man, no, this is great to see because like if you're a physical collector, I mean the box is cool. The box looks amazing, by the way. And you did mention that, so they've been on the app for a while. So I when the whole COVID thing happened with suppliers and stuff, I was still running my toy shop. You
Really?
know, I had my toy shop for about 6 years. And yeah, there was a even just to order like, display materials, like, like shelving stuff, like any of the stuff you see behind me that I display stuff on, like the plastics and stuff and the vinyl stuff. That stuff all was very difficult to get because all those companies, like, in the East, started switching over to kind of like COVID protection sort of stuff. There was
Right.
like Lego, like to see this Lego case up here that I got.
Yeah.
There's a company I used to order from, like, online and everything I had an account with, and they stopped producing those 100%. Like I couldn't get any display stuff. So yeah, so you having these come out now is actually really cool because now it's like there's like an upswing and interest and all that stuff. I wanted to ask you, how are the last couple of years gone for that, in regards to, how COVID was going and your art, and has it been a chance for you to kind of like, take your time on stuff like this, or have you been doing other things that are going to be showing up on Vivi?
You
Because it's
know,
series one, right? I think.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
since
Put you
the
on the spot here. I'm sorry, about
that's
that.
all good.
Yeah,
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 as far as Vivi goes, like, okay, so we did the choices in 2021. We dropped and then the next figure series we did were the Creeping Darrow.
yes.
No, I'm sorry,
Oh,
the Veil specimen.
the veil
We-
specimens. Yeah,
Yeah. And then we did a Creeping Darrow drop for Decon, the same Decon where you got that shirt, I believe.
yes, yeah.
So yeah, not last year, but the year. Not was it? Yeah,
It was
not last year, but
2022 November. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I remember because it was the first time I ever went and saw VV people in person.
yeah. I mean, I think at the VV booth at Decon,
Yeah.
they had a life the large scale sculpture of the Creeping Darrow there at the booth, like
Yeah, the black one, I think, right?
and that's the one that they actually sold at the show, was that black one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. So cool.
That piece is now, yeah, Dan took that. So he was like there were people asking about it, and Dan was like, no, that's mine. So
He's just got it. There's only 10 listed in the VV market.
yeah, those figures, yeah, he got the big physical. Now the ones in the market, yeah, whatever. But
Yeah.
no, but yeah, man, it's been the thing about artwork is that if you're an artist who really tries to make art that that connects with people on some level beyond just product,
Yeah.
then what ends up happening unintentionally is that when times do get rough or hard, times are people are going through it, whether it's like COVID or political stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
You actually will find that there is more. Your art starts to like really radiate with those people. Like they cling to it even more than
Yeah.
in quote unquote peacetime. So during those periods, like it was interesting. Like I didn't really see a drop off in people engaging with the art and purchasing it. In fact, it kind of increased.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so and it's that way, we find the things that like carry us through or help us, and then when things get tight, I mean, it's funny, I read this article one time that said how during the Great Depression um, that only a couple of industries showed profit for every year during the Great Depression, and it was like tobacco and like Hollywood or something like that. It's just like these things that people like cling to for to get by. So I think it's a lesson, unintentional lesson for artists that make sure that you have in this commodified world and really tempting to just create product for the money. But if you are, and that's nothing wrong with that, but if you are in any way able to make that product resonate with people beyond just the value, then you'll work forever. Because people will always need art. And if you are one of the people, you'll be just like Tylenol or something. You'll never go out of style.
It's true. Those are awesome words. Is that why you like got into art? Like, how did that happen for you? Yeah,
man,
it's a tough question. Like, how do you get into something? But how did it all start for you in a way, if you don't mind?
No, it was like I just was always the kid who could draw. Everybody knows that guy. Like when you were growing up in school, like, oh yeah, that guy, he can draw. He can draw. And I was big time, kid of the late 70s, early 80s. So I was like almost everybody else, really influenced by comic books, really influenced by George Lucas. Like, I mean, I was, so I'm just in this fantasy world all the time, drawing, and and as I got older, I actually didn't look to have a career in art. I basically had a day job, but I just happened to coincide with a time where music and art were changing in the late 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
And I started doing, I was down in Texas, and there was a handful of us that started doing, concert posters and prints. There was a guy in Austin in the late 80s, early 90s, guy in Austin named Frank Kozik, who I met back then, and he kind of, in a way, became a mentor to me. And so it was just, just growing from that. And then at one point, you're working, and at one point you kind of look at the money that you're making, like, you're kind of looking like, oh, I did this poster for Tool in the mid 90s. And you're like saying, shoot, in the last month, I've made more money on this Tool, selling this Tool poster to people through email than I've made at this job. And then it becomes a very easy decision, to kind of.
Right.
So I kind of just backed into it, and it was just like a lot of right place at the right time kind of dynamic,
No way. Do you have any like amazing stories about some of the artists you work with? Have you had a chance to meet like some of the ones? Yeah, because I mean, my God, right?
I've met a lot of friends with a lot of them because they before they were who they were just small band playing small rooms, and and I was doing the poster for the show, and they appreciated it, and then I've met my share of I had dinner one night after a show with David Bowie. That was pretty awesome.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did a poster for his the last US tour he ever did was in 2004. And one of the final dates was a show down in Houston at Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. And I was at the show, and the opening act was the Polyphonic Spree. And I was during that performance, I got a phone call, and it was the district rep for the record label that he was on, and she said, "Are you here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here." And she's like, "Can you hang out after the show? David wants to see you." And yeah, and it was really cool. He was just like, that dude is like, everything that people say about him is so true. That dude was like the most gracious person. Like, he didn't have to.
Right.
I mean, I'm in my own little circles and communities, people like, oh, that's your man. But I mean, that guy didn't have to take any time with me at all. And he was just so kind and nice, and he liked the art. He respected the art. So yeah, I mean, and that's, I've met a lot of people, and all of those people, all of these musicians, they're all just artists, and they're all just trying to get by, and they're trying to do that thing. And So it's all good. Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I mean, I was just, while you're talking, I don't know if you noticed, I was just scrolling through just on your website. So if you people want to see some of your amazing art, just go to the site and just scroll through in the art section. It's incredible. And you still have the fire and the passion, hey? Like this is the one thing about,
Yeah.
I'm a graphic designer, so I'm not like an artist, but I've worked with a lot of artists and that's what I do outside of this. And sometimes, the job of it all, because I love what you said about, the reasons for doing art, like you can sell and that's great. But the job of it all can sometimes kind of like, it's the creative side that kind of keeps me coming back, even if it's just logo design or like helping someone with a campaign or whatever. So it looks like you still have the fire for it. You still have the passion for it.
I'm
Is
lucky.
that true? And are you always going to be like, is this your, you always find new fuel or what?
You know what? I'm lucky because I'm luckily in a position where I have the freedom to make some decisions, some choices,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Like I've stopped trying to game it a long time ago. I think
Right.
one of the things that can be an enemy to an artist is long-term planning, because what you start to do at that point is you start to create predetermined product, which has a place. But whenever you lose that sort of the urgency of art, where you just create it based on a feeling, and like your viewers, like all the people watching this, like they are very smart, man. Like just because they can't draw or they can't create art doesn't mean that they are not. They are very intelligent, and they can kind of tell when somebody is kind of full of bullshit. They can tell when somebody is faking it,
Yeah.
They can tell when somebody is just like, oh, well, that guy's just going through the motions. So you constantly have like this trust that you have to maintain between your viewers, your collectors. And I find that if you maintain the trust, your collectors they'll take care of you. They'll carry you. The minute that they sense that you are just kind of like, phoning it in.
Right.
Yeah. And so it's hard though, man, because like you said it, it's hard because like when you're doing this stuff, I sometimes like wish for the freedom I had when I was like, when I didn't have a reputation in the field and I was just doing it because it was just fun. And like I didn't care what anybody thought. I didn't worry about what the management is going to think. I didn't worry about like, oh, will this sell? Can I, I want to do this, but can I sell enough copies to make it worth it? Like how will this affect the way people, I'm doing this job with this company and I got to remember that they're probably going to be sending social media over here. I can't do this. That stuff kind of it steals the joy out of this thing. It makes it a job.
Right.
And then you don't want to do it. Like then you literally like don't want to even go in your studio.
I know what that's about sometimes, right? And it's funny because like you can have a creative moment not in the studio. It's funny because like, like if you work in a creative field, and I'm not telling you because you know this. Okay. So let's just put that out there right now. This is what I think. I want to ask you what you think about it. So like when I work in a, it's Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, the standard kind of like work week of, whatever, and sometimes on like a Sunday or something, if I'm doing like a logo design for someone or whatever, that's when the idea comes, and I have to go to my computer and hash it out, or at least do you kind of like always work like that, or you do move around and say you're out and maybe there's something in the back of your head you're working on, and then like do you have like a notepad, or like what do you do for that kind of process?
I've got a notepad like on my phone. I've got my notes, so like I'll have ideas. I also like a lot of the writing. I do a lot of the writing that accompanies a lot of the work, so I'm always like I'll get these like phrases in my head and I'll stop. I'll like pull over literally from the road. I'll type this in so I don't forget it. I keep a notepad by my bed because I've been so many ideas. Like I wake up and you have these ideas, man. It's like, goodness gracious, and you got to hurry up and write it because, like in 20 seconds, I found this secret. Like if you want to, like if you wake up and you still fresh and you can kind of remember this weird dream,
Yeah.
the way to hold it is don't open your eyes. Like
Okay.
I literally have like kind of reached for my pad and tried
Your eyes closed.
with my eyes, because it's at least with me, the minute I open my eyes, like it drifts away and then I can't remember it. And I think it has something to do with just like the stimuli or something. Like the minute you open your eyes, your brain is like, okay, we're in the conscious world now. Come on. And but yeah, I tell people that all the time. Like, it's the first thing you think of in the morning, the last thing before you go to bed at night. It's what Drew Struzan meant. The life of the artist is the life of the lonely hunter, dude. You're always on the hunt for ideas, and ideas and inspiration can come from anywhere.
Yeah, that's so awesome. I just love picking. I can pick your brain for like hours on, just the artistic side of things. I wanted to ask you about how you got connected to Vivi, because you mentioned earlier that you were at like an event, I'm assuming, right? And David, you said you saw him. He would come around, buy your stuff, and just be a fan. So like, how did that first kind of get going with you guys? And I know you mentioned there's a whole group of originals there that you guys are all on there together, kind of around similar times, I guess. Did he just come up to you and say, "Man, I got to have you do this digital thing"? And then as a follow up at the end of that, what are your thoughts about digital? Because obviously you've gone there now and you got physical as well. Just as a follow up, what are your thoughts about where that's going to go? And if you don't mind asking that, I'd love to know.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'd seen him at shows before buying stuff, and then at DCon of like, I think it was like DCon 20, like the last DCon before the pandemic, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Probably 2020 then, right? Like in
probably 2019, probably.
2019. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And it might have been 2019 or it might have been 2018. I can't remember. But he actually had come. We actually talked, and I had forgotten this until like after the fact. And he was like, he gave me a card, and he told me that he had this idea for having the collectibles be digital collectibles.
Yeah.
And I remember like thinking to myself, I mean, when you're at these shows, like a million people approach you with like a million different ideas. Like, hey man,
sure, yeah.
Have you ever thought about, making your art into cookies? Like cookies, like all kinds of ideas, right? And so you hear things and you remember it, but I heard it and I was like, man, if he does that, that's amazing, And then when I first heard about him doing it, it was simultaneous. He started talking to me and Frank about the same time.
Okay, and yeah. You guys got the show together, like with your own kind of like tables, you and Frank?
No, we have we had our own
separate. I mean,
Yeah, we had our own booths. I think he started talking to Frank because he actually started talking to Frank a little bit earlier, because he actually came, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a goddamn shame we can't just ask Frank this, because
I know.
But Frank, I think he came and visited Frank's studio when he was in California for a DCon, or San Diego. He came up to the Bay Area and he went to Frank's studio. But he didn't really talk about it that much to Frank, because I remember when he got in touch with Frank called me about Vivi. Frank called me and he was like, "Hey man, have you heard about it?" I was like, "Yeah, I heard about it."
What is this stuff?
And Frank was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Apparently, like I've talked about this with this guy before, and I kind of remember it." And I'm like, "Yeah." And so yeah, it worked. I think David is just obviously a very smart dude, and he kind of sees culture in stereo, and so the fact that he like went to these different types of artists that he liked, and basically said, "Hey, look, especially right around that time, this was like around the spring of 2020, and so everybody, like, I mean, and I had been talking to people, all these different places, OpenSea, Maker's Place, all these different places that had started out, Foundation, uh,
Yeah.
to like doing this digital art, but like Vivi was taking it to a different level where they were like, hey, look, it's a self-contained environment and we have plans. Like they literally had like a future guidebook, a roadmap,
Oh
and
yeah.
shared some of that. And
Nice.
and that's what got me really excited, is because these guys,
Back then they had the yeah, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
anybody that, like, I mean, at least from my opinion, like any those dudes have a roadmap, man. Like they don't talk about it all because they're smart, but they got
Because they gotta
yeah, they got plans to do stuff that are really kind of cool. And
beyond
like,
what we've seen already, I'm assuming.
those guys are always thinking, man. They're just always thinking. And like, you've got, one of them is like always thinking on the technical side, and the other one is always thinking on the pop culture side. So like they're always like, well, how can we take this part of culture and run it through our technical filters? What can we do?
Right.
And that's why I was glad to be working with them, because I felt like they actually may create something. Like, it's very rare when somebody actually creates something new. It's like, it's new. And this was new. It was like the vinyl figures, and the whole idea behind vinyl toy collecting being translated into digital drops. And then the art, the one of one series,
Yeah.
That, and this idea of legitimizing Web3, legitimizing the virtual space as a real space. It's like, it's hard to like get like sometimes older people, or older thinking people like boomers and stuff. It's sometimes hard to get them to wrap their head around the fact that this place has substance, but it's not physical substance.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, like, these Generation Z's, these 20, 22, 23-year-old kids, man, you ain't got to tell them. They've been living in this world their whole life, man. They
did it already.
My daughter, man, my daughter goes on Animal Farm and she buys a tool or a piece of furniture for her house on like, it's real to them. They understand that reality is determined up here and not necessarily here, and so it just is awesome, because, and then Web3 is just justifying that with every new innovation, that there's going to come a time when we may have the choice to live the majority of our lives in a virtual environment. We may have the choice to determine what reality we want. And I think this kind of stuff with Vivi is at the forefront of that. It's just like sort of tickling the edges of what's real. And it's cool too. It's cool. It's cool to own
definitely.
Put the shit in your photos, and it's fun,
Yeah, totally.
That's why I can't stand all these people that want to just like FUD on it, like, I mean, like, let people have fun. It's like,
right.
If people find some joy in it, leave them alone,
Yeah, that's what I've always thought about, just collecting and stuff. I love what you said about, the space in general, because, just judging by what you said about, when you were younger and when you were drawing, and the age that, George Lucas and the whole thing in the early 80s, like I'm a 70s baby. So I go back, my kids are teenagers. So everything you said just resonates with me. They get it. Like, I don't even have to explain it at all. Like, it's really funny.
I can look
sorry?
I can look at the stuff behind you, and like, we're from the same we're from the same area. Like, if you're like, man, toys and comics, yeah, we could do a whole nother show on that, man.
Oh, we should. I'd love it if you came back, because we could just I mean, if Lucas is an inspiration for you, and you talked about the Star Wars poster artists, and I mean, we could, I know, I would just love to pick your brain more about the music side of things too, right? But I know there's stuff coming up right here for you. So right here, just want to hit it in case, just because people may have joined a bit late. at 12 noon, you got these right here dropping on your site. They come in that, if you, I don't mind if you want to hold up your box again, that would be cool. I mean, just because I know as for me, I want to see this stuff right here. So this is the box they come with right here. There was a couple of questions I want to ask you about it that came from the chat.
Okay.
Just a result of, but this is how they look. And in literally about 12 or 50 minutes, they're going to drop live on your website. And they're awesome. Look at how big they are, right? And the beautiful collectibles. And then here's the site right here. I just wanted to give because people may have joined up a little bit late in the buy section, latest releases. This is where they're going to show up, right? And they're
if you go if you look under latest releases, there's also a category if you click on buy up there.
Yeah, buy right here. If you click on the little drop
menu. So they'll be under the toys and figures as well.
Cool. I'll click on that.
Yeah, but every
right here, yeah.
They'll show up there as well. But when you first go to the buy page, the first thing that comes up are the latest releases. They should be there right away.
Okay, right at the top. And just to remind everybody, so you can buy them individually or you can buy them as a whole group.
Right. Yeah. You can buy each one is $80 a piece. There are 250 of each, but remember that some have already sold. So there's actually less than that available. And these things, once they're gone, that's it. They're gone, and then they become, and then you have to deal with cats like David Yu out there in the secondhand market.
try to pry those out of his hands. I don't think
so. You can get them there, $80 a piece, or you can buy an entire set. If you were to buy them all separately, all 5, it would cost you $400. But we have an option, a limited amount of full sets for $375.
For $375, and there's not as many because they've already sold some already, obviously. So
right.
That is awesome. That is so cool. No, there was a couple of questions. So there was a question about mint numbering, and so I'm sorry if I don't remember who wrote that in the chat, but I did see your question. Did they have edition numbers on them? Because people if they're matching them up with VV stuff, or are these ones not numbered?
These don't have numbers on them,
and that's fine. I just wanted to know, right?
Yeah, these don't have numbers on them. Traditionally, and it may be something that can evolve and change a little bit, but traditionally, if there's a limited amount of figures in the vinyl, designer vinyl, urban vinyl thing, that's just the way it is. Traditionally, a lot of those guys don't want to write on the figure, especially writing on vinyl is. Yeah, it's fraught with all kinds of whatever. So it's one of those things. Now, who knows? Maybe, at some point that'll be, now that there's this new dynamic of people wanting to match it with that digital one.
Right, exactly.
But
the thing is, the sizes of these right here in the digital as well would match up with the scarcity of the physical. So you wouldn't be able to fully match them on some of them. That's if I'm thinking about it out loud here, right? So
exactly,
there's only 250 of these each. Yeah, and these ones are scarce, compared to a lot of stuff that came out on VV especially during those early days. These are super scarce. But that's cool. Now I'm going to put you on the spot. This says S1 right here. Okay. Is there an S2? Is there something else coming one day? You dropped the bomb here, or it's all good if
there is an S2 coming. I'm not saying when.
Okay.
And I'm not saying if there's other things before it, but I mean if VV is still if VV is still tolerating me at that point, then that will be a series 2. But before that, there'll be probably a couple of different characters.
Of other things as well. This is so awesome right here. Here's a good question from Plato's Vault. So shipping, where can they be shipped to? It's a good question because I'm in Canada, right, myself. So, yeah.
Well, we ship. I think we've been shipping everywhere. Just understand that the Postal Service they're a gang, man. There's nothing you can do.
I know.
They're like, hey, you want your stuff delivered? This is a price. You got to pay it. And so just know, I know Canada in particular is
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
I like selling on eBay and even with my own like community when we do the comic book rewards, which I'll do at the end of this. It's pretty cool. Like it's not good for shipping sometimes, believe me. But yeah, so that's cool. So you can order. So if I'm in Canada, I can order one of these, and you guys will ship it out to me. I'll just have to pay the shipping fee, obviously. So yeah, that's easy. And Rolex right here, Mr. Rolex. Yeah, there's an exclusive amount of each, limited to 250 pieces, but there's less available because there's already been ones that have been sold.
Right.
So that's correct, right? Mr. Rolex is just asking right here.
Yeah, that's 250 of each available. That's 250 of each produced, but that's less than that amount of each available because for Designer Con last December, a couple months ago, we did a preview drop where we brought just a limited amount of each one, and those all sold out at DCon.
For sure. So, yeah.
It's less than that. It's less than 250 that are available of each one.
And we'll ask you this question. Smart Bike came up with one. I'm gonna let you go here pretty quick because I know it's counting down. It's like 6 minutes until it's gonna go live on your site. I know you're probably gonna be busy, but you mentioned I just asked about future drops, so there's obviously stuff coming. There was a question about utility or airdrop. So I'm going to assume that unless you want to tell us something, I'm assuming that this is all stuff that's coming in the future that we'll have to wait for, but it's on the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, that's things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And so now I have to wait on VV to technically make it able to be done.
100%.
So that's what I'm waiting on. And like I said, the ways that I can, I try to like pass them the love when I'm at DCon or whatever at events. I think a lot of the VV people who've attended know if you come there and you show me your VV, like I give you gifts, I let you take stuff, whatever, like, cause I really appreciate the VV community.
Yeah.
And I like the guts that the VV community has. I like the guts to see something new and try it. You know? And that's something that in this day and age is sadly becoming rare. So
that is awesome. Yeah, I love that perspective. So man, I'm probably gonna let you go now because it's counting down 5 minutes. Is there any last things you wanted to say? I mean, I just want to thank you for coming on. This is so cool for me. And just to be able to share this with everybody is so awesome. Is there anything you want to say or just wrapping it up or stuff we should look out for as well coming up, like that's outside of VV, maybe a show you're doing or other things you might be doing?
I would just say there's always things in development. Keep in touch with me on my social media. I'm at Jermaine Rogers Art on Instagram, at Jermaine Rogers on X, Twitter, X, whatever. You can find me on Facebook as well. And I'll always like give a preview of what's going to go down. I'll be later on today, like in about 2 hours at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Pacific. I'll be on the network platform.
Okay.
NTWRK, and I'll be going live on that platform to do some special auction items. And these are going to be kind of like there'll be a couple of figures, rare figures, and then some rare prints that I've actually defaced, that I've actually done artwork all over the print. And so
no way.
That'll happen it's NTWRK is the network thing. So just look up network.
NTWRK. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
right here. Oh, sorry. Let me show it up on screen right here. Is that it right here? Designer Toys has got to be it here.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be here in about 2 hours from now?
I'll be there at 2 p.m. Just go there and look for the I'd say if it's something you're interested in, because the auction items that are going to be up, you might want to go there sooner and just get yourself logged in. And because who knows, if auction item comes up you might like, how auctions go, sometimes you might steal something. So
that's right. No, I know the site. I don't know. I didn't click in one, but I've looked at this. This is a pretty awesome site. Look, so your study, this is going to be cool in a couple hours from now.
Yeah. And then, like I said, in the future, just keep your eyes on things, follow the social media. There is some VV stuff. I literally just talked to Anthony. I've been talking to Anthony for the last few days. We discussing something. And so like there is stuff happening and stuff coming. And yeah, and you can always get at me. I try to get answer as many emails as I can. If I don't, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just probably swamped.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Oh man, will you ever come back if I send you an invite? Because I'd like to dive deeper into your artistic background and
yeah, dude,
fandoms and stuff. I know we're talking about this today, and this is amazing, but man, I'd love to have you come back and just if we could just talk for 2 hours about whatever, man. It would be
that's all good. We can do it. We can do some show and tell. I got some just on the other side of this screen. I got some stuff that I think you dig seeing.
Oh, I love it because I love that. I just sharing what we love to collect.
Whatever I'm vintage, man. I'm all I'm vintage.
You're vintage, nice.
I'm Kenner 78 through 85.
There we go. Behind your shirt is a whole case right here of my Boba Fett's and stuff. So we're gonna, dude, we gotta,
right on.
We can talk. We can talk. But anyway, everybody, make sure if you're interested in these match the VV ones we got up here on Jermaine Rogers' site right here. You can go to JermaineRogers.com. You can follow him on Twitter or X and Instagram and Facebook as well. They're going to show up in the buy section right here in literally like about a minute or so. So I just want to thank you again for coming on. We'll look forward to the next stuff that you're going to have coming out on VV because in case you didn't hear, there's stuff coming. I'm going to love that. And I just want to thank you again for coming on and for taking the time today, man. It's so awesome. I wish you the best of luck with these figures. They look amazing, especially the packaging. Yeah. I'm a toy packaging guy. I just love it.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thanks for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Sanjay for facilitating it for us.
Yeah, he's the one who kind of like connected us, and I'm glad he did because now I got another compadre in the vintage collecting scene as well, and someone else to talk to about this stuff. So I'll definitely be asking you to come back on if you don't mind.
Good deal.
All right, have a great one today, man. I appreciate you. Cheers.
Take care, man.
All right. Oh man, that was so awesome. Jermaine Rogers on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. I loved what he had to say about, the digital space and of course about, the sale that he's having right now, taking time out of his day. I'm going to ask him to come back to talk about the music history, the collecting history that he has. And it's just a really awesome guy to talk to. So I really appreciate you guys coming out for that. And thanks, Sanjay, as well, for helping us get together on that. And thanks for Jermaine for coming in. And like just before, I head on to talking about some other stuff, they're going to be right here. If we refresh the page, they'll be showing up very soon. And JermaineRogers.com, you can get the physicals to match your digitals. They're like this big, they're really nice to come in a big box and pretty awesome. You get the whole set in one. I've got the protector in my VV account. So if you got any of these, you match it up. That's going to be cool. I'm going to be looking at them. So big shout out for that for sure for coming out. So let's move on to the next things I wanted to talk about as well. We had a couple of drops today happen. So if you guys want to stick around for this right here, I'll show you what I did today. I mean, like there's the protector right there, my account right there. But I got a 3-digit common on the Fantastic Four comic today. So I went for the drop one time, got this one on the drop. So that completes my 3-digit, what I always do with these comics. And then I'll go after the rares and the ultra rares in the market after. This comic is a nice one. It's the second appearance of the Black Panther. Gives you Wakandan's origin story. And then, of course, we have the Marvel Mighties coming out very soon with the whole Venom drop right here. And inside there, this is kind of interesting, right? Inside there is the Black Panther right there, a super scarce secret rare. So it's funny that they came out with this comic that has the second appearance of the Black Panther ever in comics. And then now we give us the crazy secret rare on the Black Panther here. So it's kind of a Black Panther celebration. And then, of course, we also have Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, the Hulk. This is going to be good. I did a video, my breakdown on it. You can check it out as well. But I'm really most excited about Venom. I can't even like tell you guys how excited I am about Venom and Carnage coming as solo collectibles. The actual, if we go to the by the way, follow Jermaine Rogers on X as well. So if you go to VV right here and we scroll down just a little bit right here, we go to just anywhere on their site and to the collectibles. We'll get to the article. I just want to quickly look at this right here. We just scroll down. Iron Man's going to look really good. I mean, Hawkeye's going to look really good as well. F.A. Strange, F.A. Black Widow, Hulk, right? And there's that secret rare. I do have an issue with the drop. I'm going to talk about it in just a second, but there's Venom right there. I mean, he is going to look so good. So I've been like, this is what I've been waiting for. And this is coming on the 3rd. So I'm going after this one. I'm going to craft all these dudes once they drop the crafting materials. I have the first 4 for the Carnage drop. Now I'm going to get these 4 here for the Venom drop. You can see, look at how cool Iron Man's going to look in the concept art with the symbiote stuff all over him. And these are going to look amazing as Marvel Mighties. So you're going to be able to do these. You're going to get all your Marvel Mighties if you decide to do the crafting. You're just going to burn the crafting material when it comes out. And you're going to have all of these guys in your collection. You don't burn like your original Mighty. You have them all. And then you also get Carnage on top and Venom on top. You have to pay for the crafting on it. But super cool, you guys. And look at Venom right there. I don't know, but I'm freaking out about this. This looks so good. So it's going to look even better in your vault. So I'm really stoked about that one, that whole thing right there. And then the next thing coming up that's coming even sooner is the Stargate. And I did a video about this one too. It's not loading right here. Hold on when I go to the store right here. The Stargate stuff is pretty awesome as well because these guys are also super scarce at 35 gems. Now, there was some interesting stuff on, there was a X page, that's kind of like for Stargate fans, and they posted this. And it was interesting to see kind of the feedback from some of the people who are in that fandom about NFTs and the lack of understanding about what VV is and about what these are, digital collectibles you can play with. And so the VV fam went into that X page and absolutely, in a really good way, just shared all the VV stuff and what VV's about and what digital collecting is about. And so hopefully people get a chance to learn about that. I know VV fans are learning about Stargate. So hopefully Stargate fans get to learn about digital collecting through this kind of thing. So go to those opportunities right there and share our stuff, in a positive, fun way. Because that's all it is, right? I mean, it's just positive and fun. And these collectibles look great. And Stargate, I mean, they're official, right? So it's all good. Some people still think NFTs are a scam and a rug. And some of them are, right? But, the VV platform, it's a good chance to kind of get out there. So people did a really good job on that. That was pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to both these drops right here. Excuse me. And seeing what else is coming up next. That's going to be awesome right here. Now, I do have some other stuff I need to talk about too that's not VV related. And let me just show this right here. I got my drop heads right here today as well. And I do have a special announcement to do for my drop heads. I have a reveal for you guys. So I'm not the same level of artist at all as Jermaine, but I do have my own little drop head community here going. And I do have a reveal. So hold on one second for that. But I got my comic book rewards going out to members today. I'm going to give you a chance in the chat to get into this today right now. I still have a couple of 3D collectibles of drop heads available from my original series. I have a zombie guy. I'm going to give that to you. That'll get you 3 spots in this reward right now. And then I also have my Omi rewards going out today, another 25,000. I'm going to give someone in the chat 5,000 Omi just for hanging out. So I'm going to give out 30,000 Omi today. I'm going to give out 5 comics, including a Silver Age and a couple of Bronze Age beauties. I'll show you them in a sec. I'm going to give you a 3D drop head collectible to get into those reward programs. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned just for a few minutes for that. I'll show you which ones I'm going to do. But then I also have a drop head reveal of a new character that I'm going to be dropping out. All the details will come out. It's another 3D one I've been working really hard on. Part of my series of secret drops, which is pretty fun. All the comics, we've given out over 600. We got 5 going out today. Here's our previous winners from the last time we did it. Drop head 1s get you a spot if you have a certain one. Drop head series 2 are sold out completely. They're gone. Drophead Series 3 are sold out completely. They're gone. But I do have a zombie to give you guys today. That gets you 3 spots. And it gets you a spot in the zombie rewards, which we'll be returning. Here's my master list of all the entries. So each one of these entries represents a drop head owned. Here is the first comic that's going out today. It's Fantastic Four, number 221 from 1980. A nice Bronze Age comic. I wanted to do this because we've had these drops on VV, so I like to kind of match them up with stuff. That's a good comic. Then we got a Bronze Age Mighty Thor. This is Thor 256 from 1977. This is a nice comic as well. This is going out to the members today. Then, because we have all this MCU news, I want to give you a Secret Wars 2 number 3, one of my favorite covers with the Beyonder on there. So this is from 1985. This one's going out to you guys today. And then we have a Bronze Age Aquaman from Adventure Comics. And I want to throw some DC love in there. This is 1977. You can see there's Aquaman versus Aqualad, which is a pretty cool cover right there. Mantis is on the cover right there. The Mantisaur is on the cover right there. That's pretty cool. And then this is the grand prize for today. We got a Silver Age Thor 1966, number 135. 9.8 on this one goes for about $2,000. So this one's not a 9.8. It's just a raw copy. It's not going to get a 9.8 grade, probably somewhere in the 7 to 8 range. But this one's going out to my members today too. My drop head utility is getting stronger. So if you're not a member and you don't have one, get one. You get a free drop head by joining the channel. And then we're going to keep this reward going. And as well, the drop head winners today for Omi, I'm going to do these in just a second as well. Different reward program here, 25,000 Omi. And I'm going to give 5,000 to the chat just for coming out, right? Just for hanging out. But I'm going to do this giveaway up here. I'll show you my reveal of my drop head 3. I'm going to give you a zombie right here. And then we'll do the 5,000 Omi to the chat. So if you're interested in that, stick around for a few minutes. That's cool. Now, let me show you my reveal, you guys. This is kind of an exciting moment for me. I hope you guys appreciate it. I've been working really hard in the background, trying to add some more fun right here to my drop head community, give you guys an extra little thing. I have secret drops, I call it. So I have my drop head series 3. The wave 1 is gone. They're all sold out. And thank you for that, everybody. This is a lot of fun. You can put them in spatial. You get the 3D files. They're on the OpenSea. They're rigged for animation. So we'll see how things go in the future. But I do have a secret series of drops, and there's 5 of them. Okay, so these are extras that are fun. I have Plastic Man, who's already he's gone now. I have Zombie, a drop head zombie, which matches up to my zombie rewards as well. And they get you 3 spots in all the rewards. And I have 3 more secret drops are coming, and they're themed, right? So the third one is being revealed right here. The numbers aren't revealed yet. All the details are going to come out about airdrops for holders and stuff like that. But this is the third one. Once you collect all 5 of my private drops right here, my secret drops, you'll get a bonus airdrop of a 5th one, which I have not revealed, and you guys are going to love it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But here's the reveal right here, and this is just a brief one. I'll put this all up on my Discord, but excuse me. I got my Skull drop head 3's coming out, so this guy's going to be great. He's the Skull version, so he gets into the Skull rewards. He's also got a hat, so he gets into the sports rewards for memorabilia. He's coming out, so stay tuned on my Discord. I'll give you all the details about airdrops and qualifications and how many there's going to be. And he's the third of the 5 secret drops I got. Here are my secret drops right here. You can see I got Plastic Man up there, Zombie, and now Skull. And we got 2 more coming, and then you're going to get airdropped the 5th one, right? The 6th one right there, the special one, if you collect all 5. So stay tuned. We're just having fun with this, you guys. Excuse me. Just having a good time. That's all it's about. But this guy's coming out. He's on OpenSea. He's ready for spatial. He's rigged. He's not animated, but, he's prepared for that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'll send this out to you. He's got some nice white hoodie there with a My Collectibles thing. Stay tuned for merch in the future as well, because we're going to have a lot of fun with this as time goes on. We're not even stopped. We're not even close to done. And remember, Plastic Man does what he wants, and so do we on the drop head community. So I hope you guys like that. That's kind of fun. Let's get to these quick rewards right here for you. I'm going to give out a Zombie Punk right now because I have to, add you to the comic rewards and to the Omi rewards today. This will get you 3 spots. So if you're interested in this, you guys, and big shout out, by the way, to Mr. MC1. Thank you so much for introducing me to Jermaine and hooking that up. That's all you, man. I really appreciate it. That was such an amazing, I have to go back and watch that. I mean, I just sat back and just listened to this man. He is so smart, and we have a lot to talk about because we're from the same era. I didn't know that, and we have some crossover fandom, so I got to talk to him a bit more and invite him back on the channel. So thank you so much, Sanjay. We really appreciate everything you do to bring the community together. You're a legend right here. Now, if you guys want a zombie, just type in the chat zombie, and I'll drop this to you. I'll just transfer this to you. Whoever I land on when I scroll the chat is going to win this guy right here. So just type in the chat zombie and for a chance to win this dude. I only have 3 left and they're not for sale. They're all earmarked for giveaways. So there we go right there. Zombie in the chat. And I'll give this one out to you guys. And man, we're going to have a fun weekend with these Marvel Mighties. That is for sure, right? Type it in the chat. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds right here, or less than that, about 10 or 15 seconds to type it in there, and you'll get a zombie Drophead series 3. These came out on Halloween, by the way, and they're almost all gone. Like, they're all sold out, so I only have 3 left. I'm just going to give those 3 away to people, and hope you enjoy them. You guys almost ready? I think we almost have enough for me to scroll right here. I think we do. Okay. So how it works is I scroll the chat with my mouse. I just scroll up and down, eyes closed, take my hand off the mouse. Whoever I land on, it's very high tech, you guys. Whoever I land on wins. And then we'll DM after on Instagram or Twitter or in my Discord if you're already a member with your wallet address. I'll just transfer it over to you. And then I'll email you as well the 3D file that you can use on Spatial or wherever you want, right? So let's go, guys. I'm going up. I'm going down. I'm scrolling up, scrolling the chat, eyes closed. Scrolling all over here, over there, right there. And I'm stopping right there. And who is it? It's Vicente. There you go. You win this one today. Excuse me. Congratulations. Let's get this out for you right here. Nice. You win. So you got to actually just connect with me after, and I'll get this guy to you. That gets you 3 spots in the rewards right here. So congratulations. Make sure you let me know that you saw you won. Okay. Just type down there that you saw that you won. Then we'll have a confirmation right there from you. And I'll be able to send you that stuff a little bit later. As soon as we're done. Give me a confirmation in the chat saying thanks or yay or whatever. There we go. Just waiting for it. Otherwise, it goes to a rebound. We need your confirmation. Otherwise, we got to do a rebound. Just in case you left and you didn't see that you won. I want to make sure this gets into people's hands today. There he is. Nice. Okay, we got you. Thanks so much, man. I just wanted a confirmation on that. So let's get you in this 3 spots right here. Okay, so this is in the rewards right here. So you get 3 spots, and this is permanent now that you get these. So 5172 to 5175. Okay. Make sure I spell it right. Oh, I spelled it just a bit wrong right there. There's no I in there. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got you. There's your spot right there in the comic book rewards. Now, also, you get the extra spot, excuse me, right here in our Omi rewards. So there's the same 3. So that one drop head gets you 3 spots in multiple reward programs. So pretty fun right there for sure. Now, we're going to do the 5,000 Omi in just a sec. Let me do my comic book rewards and see who wins first. Fantastic Four, Thor, Secret Wars, Aquaman, and the Big Thor from the Silver Age. Let's do the 5 of those on the random number generator here. We got 5,275 entries. So give me 1 sec to get that up on screen. Okay, 1 second right here. Let me just see. 5,275 is the amount that we got. I'll get this up on screens for you guys in just a sec. There we go. Okay, let's get this up on screen right here. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm starting to feel, I'm coming off a cold, guys, so sorry if my throat starts to go, but bear with me. Let's go right here. Okay, here's the random generator. Now, We're going to hit this 5 times for the comics. We'll see. Okay, first one, Fantastic Four comic. Let's go. 33.94. Let's see who wins the Fantastic Four comic right here. 33.94. Now, I just shipped these out to you. So let's see here. 33.94. That's Omi Singh. So Omi Singh wins this comic right here. Good job, Omi Singh. Let me just type this in. Omi Singh. There you go. Oops. Oh, wrong. Okay. I'll make sure I get the spelling right. There's the first one. There's the Fantastic Four comic right there. Now, next one. $30.39. Let's see who that is right here. $30.39. Where is it right here? $30.39. That is Tong. So Tong Collect. You win another comic. Actually, Tong won on our Discord recently. That's pretty awesome. So Tong Collect wins that one. That is the Thor comic. I'll show you in a review who won in just a sec. Third comic. This is the Secret Wars. 1684. Let's see who wins that one. 1684. Who's in that position? Mark Meister wins again. Congratulations, Mark Meister. One of our whales. He's winning a lot lately. This is great. Now we got Aquaman coming up right here. Let's see who wins the Aquaman comic. $49.52. This is a recent purchase right here. Okay, $49.52. That goes to Granddaddy Crypto. Congratulations. That's for the Aquaman comic. So to win these, you don't have to be here in the live stream. I always post these, afterwards in my Discord, right? So you don't have to be live. I just like to do it live right here. Here is the comic number 5 that's going out. The Super Beast. This is a really good one. Good luck on this one, you guys. Nice Silver Age book right here. You gotta love it, right? So let's get back to the random generator. We get to see it, so we get to see who wins live right here. No monkey business. Let's hit it. Boom. 774. This is going to be an OG. Let's see who's in position 774 from the olden days. Excuse me. 774. Painful Monkey. Painful Monkey hasn't won in a while. I know Painful Monkey's our Omi leader. So congratulations, Painful Monkey, for winning that one right there. There you go. We have our comic book winners. Let's just quickly review again. Okay. Painful Monkey wins the Thor Silver Age. Congratulations. Granddaddy Crypto wins the Aquaman. Congratulations. We got Mark Meister winning the Secret Wars 2. Congrats. We got Tong Collect winning the Bronze Age Thor. Congrats. And we got Omi Singh winning the Fantastic Four comic. Congrats to everybody right there. And of course, we had the Drophead 3. That went out to Vicente. So you have a chance to win now. You have better chances to win in all the comic rewards coming up. And you're in the Omi rewards right now. So we're going to switch over now to the Omi rewards. Okay, so here we go. Same amount of entries right here. And now we just have, where is it right here? We have 25,000 Omi going out today to my members, but I promise you guys 5,000 Omi going out to someone in the chat. So let me just do this right here. We'll do that right after I do these right here. So stick around. You'll get a chance to win. Boom. There's the chat one right there for 5,000. So we're going to have this up, 1,090,000 Omi. So we're climbing. We're starting to climb. So let's do five prizes, and then we'll do one in the chat. That's the way it works here for you guys. Hopefully you guys get some more Omi. This is going to be fun. Okay, so here is the entry right here. So 5275, same exact number. I've actually streamlined these now, so that's good. So 5275. Let me just reset this right here. 5275. Now, 5,000 Omi. Let's see who this goes to. Boom. 4544. Let's see who wins. Who's in position 4544 on this entry list? 4544. That goes to NTTX. There's 5,000 Omi for NTTX. Congratulations. Another 5,000 Omi here. Number 164. This is like really OG. Okay, 164. Who's in that spot? This is like, this is going back. It's Popey. He hasn't won in a long time. There you go, Popey. 5,000 Omi for you. And I still have Popey's prize. The Venom right here, the collectible figure. Now we have the Venom coming up. This is one that's actually going to him physically. So I always package a few out because he lives far away from me. He and them have helped send stuff. So this is going to him as well. But he wins 5,000 Omi today for being a member. That is so awesome. Okay, let's see who the next 5,000 Omi goes to. Boom. 4611. Let's see who's in that position. It's all random, you guys. 4611. Let's see. Okay, there's no one in that position. I do have a gap between 4,568 and 4859. Okay, so there's no one in that position, so we have to hit it again. Boom. 3441. 3441. That's Granddaddy Crypto. We got a double winner today. One comic and Omi. Congrats. Excuse me. Okay, let's go again. Boom. 471. Another 5,000 Omi. Let's see who this is. 471. That's Boolin.eth. So Boolin, you win 5,000 Omi. We only have one more prize for the winners, for the members, and then one to the chat. So congrats to Boolin right there. I'll recap in a second. Here's the fifth and final one for the members, 2782. 2782. It's Dub! Dub Dollar. You win 5,000 Omi. Okay, nice. So we're done with the drop heads there. The members rewards. Now we'll give you 5,000 in the chat. Let me just bring this up on screen. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm just coming off of a cold. I'm feeling good, but, 2 hours of talking. That's why I wasn't live last week. I couldn't go live at all because I couldn't talk. I was starting to cough every 5 minutes. So just bear with me right here. I'm just working through it. But Dub wins. So we got NTTX wins 5,000. Popey wins 5,000. Granddaddy Crypto, Boolin, and Dub all win 5,000 Omi each. Congratulations, you guys. I'll update the leaderboards because right here you can see here's our all-time leaderboards. And you can see that Dub and Popey are at the top. They're actually going to move up a little bit, but everybody else moves up. So this is going to be lots of fun. I'll post those a bit later. Now we got the chat right here. 5,000 Omi to someone in the chat. So all you got to do to win 5,000 Omi in the chat today is just by coming out here and hanging out. You just got to type in the chat, I want Omi. You just type that in right there. Iron Man, yes, we still have the gem rewards. Those are returning soon. The VV gem ones, those ones are coming up very soon. Stay tuned. That's another rewards program that we have. I'm doing the Omi and the comics one more regularly, and the other ones are more specialized. So that one's coming up. So stay tuned for that, Iron Man LG. I will announce that those are coming soon. And like I said, even if you miss it, if you win, I'll still post it in my Discord that you won, and we'll connect with you there. So we still have that coming up very shortly here. So thanks for asking. And make sure you ask any questions you want. We got the hat rewards for sports memorabilia. Those are coming back next week. We got zombie rewards. We got skull rewards. We got vampire rewards. We have Omi rewards. We have VV Gem rewards. We have comic. We have all the rewards, you guys. So it's just a lot of fun. So type in I want Omi, and I'll give you guys another 10 seconds. And then someone in the chat here is going to win 5,000 Omi just for hanging out. And one day, if it hits $1, you're going to thank me. When it hits $1, let's say that. Okay, almost ready? Same thing. I'm just going to scroll the chat. Whoever I land on is going to get this right here. You guys almost ready? You almost ready? Okay, I'm closing my eyes. Here we go. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling through the comments, down, up, down, around, over here. Scrolling over there, scrolling over here, up, down, around. I'm scrolling a bit more. I'm stopping right there. And who is it? It's Doobs. Doobs wins 5,000 Omi. Congratulations. Just DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or in my Discord, and I'll transfer that 5,000 Omi. As soon as the gas prices aren't crazy, I usually do it later at night. So DM me, and I'll get this to you guys as soon as I can. And it only usually takes a day or so for me to get it off to you. Gas prices are going crazy right now, but we'll get you your Omi, no worries. But thanks, Doobs, for winning that. Make sure you give me a confirmation in the chat, Doobs, just so I know that I saw that you won. There you go, right there. Oh, okay, hold on a sec. There you go. Congrats, Doobs. That's awesome. So those are the winners right there, and I hope you guys appreciated that for sure. Now, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up, you guys. And, I really just want to echo, what Jermaine said earlier in the chat. If you go back and watch the interview, if you're just tuning in, Jermaine was here for like almost an hour. And he had a really good point that I want to just touch on again. Just let people have their fun. People want to collect what they want to collect. Let them do it. Do what you want to do. Collect what you love. And just, celebrate people like, just going after their fandoms and doing whatever they want. That's what it's all about. That's what the true collecting nature is all about. Even if you don't like something and someone else does, you can appreciate that they like it and you can like what you like as well. It's all great. It's all fun. So celebrate the wins of everybody in the community and just keep enjoying what's going on. It's an incredible space. Things are really like picking up overall. We talked about crypto going on, Bitcoin and everything like that. So just keep your level head, have fun, and, really enjoy these drops as they come up. And just go after the stuff you like. You don't have to get everything unless you want to. For sure. I'm focused on those Marvel Mighties, in regards to getting Venom at the end. That's my thing. And, I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get closer as well. But I did a whole vid breakdown of it if you want to check it out. And I'm just going to have a lot of fun. And drop head holders, make sure you head over to my Discord because my new Skull Drop Head 3 that's coming out soon. I'll have all the details for you that very shortly. Just finalizing a few things with the artwork. And I'll have all the details for you with the airdrop requirements. And, we'll have some fun with that one too. And then the Skull rewards will come back right after that. And we'll hand out some really fun Skull stuff, which is pretty cool. If I actually go to my Discord and hold on one second. Let me just go to my Discord right here really quick. And I'll show you on screen in just a second. But in my, excuse me, I just want to show you the last Skull rewards that we had. I was looking at them the other day. Pretty damn fun. I mean, we had all these guys. If you hold Skull drop heads, we had all these types of fun comics come out last time. Punisher right there, all Skull related. There was a nice Ghost Rider 1 right there. There's a Skeletor, right? Remember, we had all this stuff. Dr. Doom has a bit of a skull type face, so that was kind of fun. There's that comic for that we have on Vivi. That was a physical comic that went out to Skull holders. Doctor Strange comic right there with Dormammu right there. And then, of course, we had like some like nice. So they're just Skull related. So that'll follow the Skull drop head. And that drop head also has a hat. And coming up in the hats rewards, this is coming up next week. So hats rewards are for the drop heads that have a white or a black hat. And, we do sports memorabilia drops for those. So it's really fun utility if you guys are having a good time. I got lots of sports stuff for you guys coming up. That's next week. So stay tuned for the announcements for that. And we'll just keep it going from there. Anyway, you guys, I will see you in the next live stream. Thanks, Jermaine, for coming out. Thanks, you guys, for coming out. Thanks, Sanjay, for helping us set that up. Thanks, Vivi, for the opportunity of talking about these drops. Good luck. I'll see you in the next video. And happy collecting.